Dave, what more did we learn from this morning's press conference?
Well, we got a couple of things confirmed that had previously only been media reports. One, we got it definitely confirmed that this is being treated as a terrorist incident. Also, there were reports yesterday that witnesses heard the attacker cry out, Allahu Akbar, that we heard from authorities. They have also heard that from witnesses, although it hasn't been absolutely verified by them, but they concurred with that. We also learned the history of the attacker. He has been involved with police since a young age for petty crimes. He's been in prison since 2013, again for petty crimes, not terrorism related, and he has benefited from some short-term releases over the past couple of years. He's had about 20 of 1 or 2 days, and he was on one of these releases when he carried out this attack. He was released on Monday, and he may have murdered an old accomplice in a crime, in a jewelry heist. The police are looking into that. He is just suspected in that right now. What is certain is that he did kill the 2 police officers and the bystander in Liège. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. For instance, was he radicalized in prison? The evidence seems to say yes right now, but they're still looking into that. Why did he pick Liège? Why did he pick this exact spot? We didn't get any answers on that this morning. We also don't know whether he was in contact with any terrorist groups. We do know that ISIS has recommended online for people to carry out this kind of attack. We're taking the police, taking weapons from police officers and injuring them with it. But we don't know if he had any direct contacts, either in prison or outside of prison, with any kind of terrorist groups.
Dave, as we learn more about the attacker, what's the feeling there among the Belgian people?
Life goes on as normal here. This is a country that has grown used to these types of incidents over time. But certainly there's a great feeling of loss for these 2 police officers, particularly among law enforcement in this country. This is always a very sad day when they lose 2 of their own in such a way. And so flags are at half-mast. But otherwise, life goes on. There is a feeling of frustration, though. People really want answers as to why this individual was able to benefit from the short-term releases if he was indeed, as we are hearing, being watched for possible radicalization, that he was tangentially involved in other people's files, other people who were being watched for radicalization, that they had extensive contact with him. So our understanding right now at this point is that while he himself was not identified as someone who had been radicalized, he had been in extensive contact with people who were. And so why wasn't he watched more closely during these short-term releases? Those are the answers that people here in Belgium are looking for. We didn't get those answers this morning, but certainly those questions will continue to be asked.